Hi, hi, hi. Hi, YouTubers. This is Carmen White, Cardy White to you, recording because I'm feeling pretty cheery this morning. I have been making jam. I'll show you. This is one of those little beauties, damsons. My friend Pauline telephoned me earlier in the week, today's Wednesday and it was Monday, saying, Carmen, do you think you might like some damsons? Do you think I might like some damsons? I adore damsons. When my kids were young, we used to have a little cottage in the Midlands with a huge garden, little stream along the edge, damsons. In September time, they usually were falling into the brook and we'd go collecting. So when she mentioned damsons, I haven't made damsons jam for probably 20 years. Look at these damsons. Ooh. They're actually, when they're soft and beautiful, you can eat them. Mm, 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 mm. Anyway, they're lovely. They are lovely. Maybe just a little tart. It's a kind of adult taste, the damsons. Anyway, that was a bit of a side issue. I shouldn't have done that. As usual, I can't resist. Anyway, I want to show you these damsons. Look, this is it. And I've weighed these out. In this pot, there's £4 of damsons. £4. And that's what you need. £4 of damsons to £4 of sugar and a quarter of a pint of water. So what you do, and I'll go and show you my pots. You take, well, this is what I did. You don't have to do the same as me, but something like that is good. This is a big pressure cooker. You can see the remains of the damsons because I made some there. I'm sort of in the process of washing up. This is another, which I would call a jam pot, really. And that again has got the remains of my stuff, which is all to be done, washed up shortly. So what you do, you wash your damsons first of all to check that they're clean. Take off any of the stalks, and any leaves which happen to be around, because these were beautifully fresh damsons. And I can tell you that Pauline's damson tree was so fantastic. I've never seen such damsons. I mean, look at the size of that. That damson is so beautiful and juicy. Wow. Take your damsons, wash them, and then put them into your pot with a quarter of a pint of water and let them very gently come up to a boil. It'll take a while, especially if you have it on low. And what I did was just put them on the cooker, which you can see behind me, and then watch telly for a bit. I was sitting there thinking, oh, what a lovely smell of damson jam. And I suddenly thought, wow, my damsons. So when I went back, they were all soft. And of course, in damsons, there's lots of stones. Now, you take one of those flat, where is it? I've probably already washed it up. Da-dum, da-dum. Anyway, I can't find it. But it's a flat silver spoon with holes in it. And you just kind of lift up the spoon with your damsons on it. And then with another spoon, you can just pick off the stones. So pick off the stones, and then you can leave that mixture on your cooker for a while, because it's not going to do anything. It's got no sugar in it at this point, so it's not going to stick to everything. Just let it cool, and you'll be able to remove all the stones and have a nice mix. You can take off the scum, put that on one side, and leave it overnight if you wanted to, which is exactly what I did, because I did all of that last night. Now this morning, I just cleared the one pan and poured it all freshly into this pan, put £4 of sugar into my big pan, with a wooden spoon, began stirring and brought it up to the boil. Then left it to boil for 3, 4, 5 minutes. That's about all. I put a spoon in the freezer as well, and then tested it. And if it starts to just wrinkle just slightly, you know it's done, definitely. But actually I prefer damson jam to be a bit runny. I'm not one of these damson cheesecake fanatics. Hang on, I'm going to show you now what I've actually done. And here it is, my damson jam. Any old jar, everything I've got. I hadn't even got jam pot covers because I was so desperate to make the jam. And so I got greaseproof paper, cut my own circles and covered it. What I forgot to tell you though was I previously very, very carefully washed all my jars and put them into a hot oven. Because if you don't put them into the hot oven, you may, if you're drying them with tea cloths, you might get germs in there. What I've done is washed my jam jars, rinsed them out, put them into a hot oven, so they were hot too. So you have to be careful. Use your tea cloths. Don't, use your hands. And put them into your oven. Let them cool. No, don't let them cool. Put them into a hot oven whilst your jam's being prepared. When your jam's ready, bring them out using your tea cloths. Put them on the side. And if you've got a cold surface, like I've got a really lovely surface there, but I was scared in case the jam jar might crack, put your tea cloth down first, and then with another tea cloth, put your jam jars on. Then you can ladle the hot jam into it, or you can pour it, but I ladled it because I didn't want to splash it everywhere. And there you are, you saw my jam. Wow, hang on. I'm going to just try this because I put it in here simply because I'm going to eat it soon. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Look, it is a bit runny, but I don't care. That's going to be gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Wow. Anyway, I know there might be germs because it's my finger. But I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to eat it pretty shortly. There's not going to be a problem. Anyway, that's the end of that. I'm sorry it's a bit of a mishmash of a vid, but I'm happy. Wow, the sweetness of that damson jam. Wow. Stop now. Here we go.